Hey guys, this is Tim with Invisible Pain. So I want to talk to the Republicans, Democrats, liberals, independents, whatever you call yourself. Um, I know there's a lot of people going against one another and about the illegal immigrants coming over here saying everybody has a right. And, my stance is on everything is, if you come here legal, then more power to you. I don't care. But, I have to follow the law while I'm here and I expect you to do the same thing. But that's not what I'm getting at. So just hang with me just a minute. My wife got diagnosed with cancer a little over a couple years ago. And when you get that kind of news, it's absolutely devastating, absolutely devastating. And we had went to the doctor, and they told us that the type cancer that that she has was susceptible to spreading to the brain, and they wanted to give her a shot. And the shot's very, very expensive, but that's what the shot does is it keeps the cancer cells from spreading to the brain. So she had to go get some CT scans, MRIs, something of that nature to decide where exactly they was going to do the shot. It's pretty high tech, but it was needed. So we went down there and got all the pre-op and all that stuff done because they do it just like it's in a um, operation setting kind of deal. So this was on a Friday. Well, that Monday morning we got up about 5 o'clock. Both of us is nervous. I'm sure she was. We drove an hour to Baptist Hospital in Winston-Salem, which is a great hospital. And when we get down there, they tell us that they can't proceed because our insurance has been canceled. I said, my insurance hasn't been canceled. She said, yes, sir, it has. So that pissed me off because in my exact words, I said, I just don't understand when it has to boil down about money. It's like you're treating it like it's a damn toothache. Well, when I come home, the first thing that I done is I got on the phone with the insurance company. And, when you go through all that, when you're doing your insurance, you have to tell them, your finances, where you work, blah, 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 the money you got coming in. And when I actually got to talk to a live human, they pretty much told me that I was a liar, that I hadn't disclosed all of my financial information, that I was hiding one of my businesses. I said, what are you talking about? Well, uh, what about your business in New York City? I said, New York City? I said, ma'am, you do realize I live in North Carolina, right? Well, what about your business in New York City? I said, I don't have a damn business in New York City. So after getting in on it and finding out what was going on, an illegal immigrant has came over here, stolen my identity, has been working under my identity for I think like year and a half, and that's why my wife's insurance was canceled. Well, after about a month of back and forth, we finally got the insurance reinstated, where we could go back and have scans and try to get the ball rolling again. Well, then that 3 to 4 weeks time, when this happened, we had to go do another brain scan, and guess what? The cancer had spread to my wife's brain. And it's absolutely heartbreaking when you've been with somebody since you were a young man. And I'm talking about me and my wife. My wife just had turned 15. I just had turned 17, and I'm 52. And we're still together. We don't have breaks. We didn't have separations. We've got 5 boys, 2 girls, 12 grandbabies. We're always together. And when I see her going through stuff like this that I can't help, it absolutely just makes you feel about that tall. That when you can't help your wife, and I've had people say, "Well, how are you and your wife? Y'all open businesses together? How are you around her all that time? Don't you never need a break?" I said, "When I married my wife, I married my wife is to be my partner, not as to have a 2 or 3 day fling and then run off and go on weekend vacations with my buddies and just go out and live my own life. My life is with my wife and my family." But when I went through this, I come to find out that the there was a company in New York that owned a landscaping business. Well, apparently they'd hired this gentleman. So I got their contact information and I called the owner. Well, when I first contacted the owner, he was being a dick as usual. And I said, you know what? You can do this the easy way or the hard way, brother. But one way or another, I'm going to find out. And how I go about doing that, you may not like. Well, he finally called me back and he said, well, I need your social security number. I said, well, usually I wouldn't just give any damn body my social security number over the damn phone and I'm not knowing them. But since you already have it on file anyway, I don't guess it hurts a damn thing, does it? Well, I give it to him and 30 minutes went by and he called me and said, yes, sir. He said, I've went back through and looked and this gentleman has been working here for me for a pretty good while, but he's just not here today. I said, he's not there today. No. I said, well, how did you hire this man if, he's using my identity? And he said, oh, we went through we go through all these steps to make sure that everything we done is true and upstanding. I said, so when it come to the point that, that it shows that I'm a white male and it shows that he's an Hispanic, that didn't draw any flags. I said, so let me ask you that. He wouldn't answer that. So let me ask you, so how are you going to handle this? I said, because I've called the sheriff's department, the city police up there, and they won't touch it. Won't touch it. Won't come out. Won't investigate it. Won't pursue it. Won't do nothing. Although this man is stolen my identity and out working over in the United States of America, where his ass should be at home, back in Mexico, wherever the hell he come from, and do it the right way, and not having to come over here and steal somebody's damn information. He said, well, come first thing Monday morning when we start a new week, said, I'm gonna bring him in here and I'm gonna go ahead and fire him. So then I find out, I do some deeper digging. I haven't spoke to the gentleman later. I still don't know that the man is working under my identity or what else he may be doing with my identity because, and I don't know that any of you guys know this, but this is what will happen if it ever happens to you. And with all the, uh, 20 million people that's come over here illegal under the Biden administration, all the Democrats wanting to get on TV and talk about how great of a thing it is, this shit may just happen to you. And the person that I talked to said that you need to contact Homeland Security. I said, I need to contact Homeland Security. What do I need to do that? I mean, what does that entail? And he said, well, if you don't contact Homeland Security and get them the ball rolling on this, then let's just say that he decides to. He said, I don't know how much of his information, your information, this man has, but if he decides to go out and buy a car, finance something, whatever, and then the bank or the finance company comes out and tries to find this man and locates whatever this item that he has bought, guess who they're going to come after? Me. They're going to come after me. So to all the Democrats that says that all this shit is upstanding and right and that we should the Statue of Liberty states that we should allow these people to come over here open arms. We have laws set in place in our country, and it doesn't say that our border is completely locked out. It says if you want to come over here and pursue your dream and try to pursue happiness, then you can do that. But there's laws that set and things that you must do to enter this place illegally instead of being on a boat or in the back of a tractor and trailer or however the hell else that you're getting people to bring you over here and you're sneaking and walking for hundreds of miles to try to get here. There's ways of going about doing it legally. So what has the Democratic Party, what have they caused? They've caused people to get killed, women to get raped, children to get killed and hurt really bad, people's robbed, and they've stolen my identity to the point that they took my wife's insurance because said I was being dishonest because somebody had stolen my identity, and it caused my wife from getting the best care that she could get because she didn't have insurance to pay for a $15,000 or $20,000 shot. Does anybody else see anything fucking wrong with that? Because I do. And when all these Democrats get up and saying that the insurance and the Obamacare and all this shit is we have the best insurance in the world. other countries just wish they had what we had, then I want you to look at the people that I'm sure I'm not the only person this has happened to. Look them in the eye and tell them how damn good of a job you've done. And I can look you in the eye and tell them you're full of shit and have plenty to stand on to back it up. So, and all you hear on TV is how the Democrats are still fighting to have open borders. They don't want the gang members to be locked up in some prison. They want to be let run rampant, and all of them drive new cars, live in homes, have a free debit card coming to their house every month, pay for their groceries, all while that people that's been here all their life are struggling, starving to death, and sick. It's got to be more than the politician push. The politicians are full of shit. And the ones that get on, I mean, you got Democrats that get on TV and you try to demoralize a man because he's in a wheelchair, or you try to make fun of just about any damn body when they don't believe in what you're doing, and you turn on them like a bunch of rabid wolves. You've even turned on your own people that's left your party, that left to go vote for Donald Trump. And you look at everything that he's doing and the help that he's trying to make for the United States of America. And what's the Democrats? What are they yelling about? Because they've had what is it, 4 years? The last 4 years under Biden, they've had plenty of time to do what they was going to do, and the only thing that you done is you screwed everything that you touched. Everything that you touched, you screwed it up. You tried screwing our military up, and that's what keeps everybody safe at night and tries to, so they can lay their head down and go to sleep. And although you want to attack people like that because they might carry the banner of a Republican, it don't make a damn if we carry Republican or Democrat or what liberal, whatever we carry. We're still people. And to go out and spread the hate that you're doing right now is absolutely why that everyone right now on the TV is witnessing the downfall of the Democratic Party. Y'all are so far apart. Y'all hate one another. You're slamming one another behind closed doors. You have no message for the American people. And you saying, oh, you're just another Republican trying to push your same old shit. No, I used to be a Democrat, and I switched sides. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. But we've got work to do. And I'm sure I'm not the only damn person in the United States of America this is happening to, but it needs to stop. And I'm glad that Donald Trump and Elon Musk is rounding their ass up and sending them home. Let them go home. And if they're able to come back legal, then let them come back. But if they're not, keep their ass where they come from. I want to know if this has happened to anybody else. Like, share, comment, and let me know what you think. Either way, I don't care. You're not going to hurt my feelings. Let me know what you think.